Well, hello. Good evening. This is Sinjin. How you doing tonight? Tonight, I think I don't really feel like doing a lot of yapping. I think I yapped myself out last night. So, I'm just gonna chill with a little Minecraft. I really don't have any plans for anything to do in Minecraft. You know, sometimes you just have to just sit and play it and let it take you where it's gonna take you. And I'm playing in windowed mode again because otherwise, if anybody says anything in the chat, I won't be able to see it. So I'm not getting the perfect or optimal experience, but whatever. And I'm going to be playing on the server I have. So it has a lot going on in it already. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe I'll give a tour first. And of course, it takes forever to start up. Alright, so this is underneath my main house, which stairs goes up there. Just an extra set of armor and an extra trident. Well, let's see, I don't really have anything outside of my sword that has been enchanted. So I'm not really actually that far along. I have a tendency to kind of stall out at this point, although on my, and I have another save which I have much farther along where I even have but this one right now I just seem to be stuck kind of at this technology point. And there's all my villagers. I have Sec down here, and where the hell did that come from? There must be a... Well, he looks like he's been fighting something. So there must have been a Enderman down here fighting him? Interesting. But I don't think I have these guys completely set up. I don't know. Let's see here. I have signs for the guys set up. Like, okay, so like this guy should have the sharpness book, the highest one. Maybe I should just use my mouse. There we go. Yeah, sharpness 5. And so, yeah, all the things I think I have just about all the enchantments you would want. I'm not sure if I have... Yeah, because, yeah, fortune, efficiency, infinity, fire aspect, looting, knockback, silk touch, flame, multi-shot, unbreaking, protection, and sharpness. There might be a few things I still need to do, and of course what I need to do is start leveling these guys' smithing up so and other guys up so I can actually start being able to get like diamond tools and diamond weapons and diamond armor. Alright, let's see here. And this is my little house. I actually share this server with a friend, so it's his too, but I built it. And it's overcrowded. Yeah, because it's a very lovely house, as you can see. And ooh. And there's my lightning rod up there. My little farm. My pandas. And the sheep. I've been trying to get most of the colors of the sheep. Still have to get a few more. Obviously, still have to get more dye to get more changes. Oh. Yeah, you make that. This actually has a dual use. It actually, fish will spawn in there. So when you spawn the thing, so the fish will come down, they'll slowly get pushed down here, and then they'll end up here and just get killed by those. And then I also use, it's a dual use where you grow trees on there, you chop it down, and then as the leaves disappear, it drops the sticks and everything and the saplings into there, and it collects it, and then you find them in here. There's all, yeah. Tropical fish are kind of useless when they're dead. It gives quite a few tropical fish, but you also get quite a bit of cod. The reason why there isn't a lot of cod or salmon in there right now is because I believe, yeah, I have this little thing set up. Just throw your stacks of things and then of course, that's the dripstone and lava. And I did not make that. Up there is the mob farm. Oh, looks like I wonder why he decided to do that. Okay. Yeah. Kind of tried to make. I'm probably going to turn this section into a lighthouse, and of course, it also goes. It basically has a ladder that goes all the way to the top. And because mob farms have a tendency to get raiders down there, so if you don't want to start a raid, I just put a cow down here so you can get some milk and clear off the raid. I have open sections so you can get out on the different levels of that. Okay, there we are. We're finally to the top. One of these days, I'm going to get this stuff so I can do the water elevator, but I haven't spent a lot of time in the nether to get that. The the way I built this out, I kind of do it, instead of just doing levels on top of each other, I just kind of do them as leaves on the side. I'm not finished with it. And the main reason why I do it like that is so I can leave them open, because the spawn rate for mobs is higher if it's open to the sky. So like when you cover something up with leaves, or I think it's the stained glass that makes things dark, you get a higher mob spawn rate. Whereas when you actually cover it with stone, you get the cave spawn rate. But right now I only have the center one and one offside. Usually I put one on each side. So there's they have 3 more to build. I also, since this is over water, and this is the reason why you want to build it over water, I also built a section that is a drowned spawner. That way, I mean, drowned don't spawn all that much, but if you get drowned in your mob farm, you still get quite a few tridents, because if you just keep killing them, you're gonna get tridents. Looks like all of them are cleared out. That's what I mean by there's the villager banner. And there's a drowned. There's another one. So it just makes it kind of multi-purpose. If I can actually get it, one of the things I'd also like to do is kind of build on a creeper farm onto it. But creeper farms are so inefficient and they take so many resources, and I'm not really sure it would add anything to this. I think if you want to have a creeper farm, it pretty much has to be its own thing. And I actually use this to actually get my villagers. Basically what you do is because I always build the mob farm first. So when you build it, you just build it in such a way so that you can isolate and take out a zombie. So if you get the zombie villager, basically you just try to not kill them while killing everything around it. And then I don't have it set up anymore, but basically what you do is then you make it so you can actually turn off the dropping of the mobs. So now you just have I have 2, no, it looks like 3 villagers, zombie villagers. Just kind of go around, you kill them, and then well, basically what I do right now is I would have already turned it off. And now, once I've got them all dead, then I would just basically, there'd be like a door over here, and then it'll open up the door and then entice them into the secondary room. And then separate them out, and then with a gold apple and a weakness potion, turn them back into villagers. And that's basic. And then that's how we got all my villagers down there. Because then I just I think I just stuck them in a boat and pushed them over the side into the water. And then I just kind of mob farmed it underneath my house. Not mob farm, not mob. Basically just use it as a breeding area. Actually, no, I don't think I brought them underneath there, because I think what I did first after getting villagers is please don't, yeah, oh, good. I was kind of worried I was going to hit the platform, but I didn't. There's no platform to fall onto. Okay, so boop boop. I actually have a tunnel underneath, and there's our nether gate. I just put dirt on this side, so whenever one of those stupid piglins come through, they just come through on this side instead of that side and start ruining my garden or my farm. So then you go over here. I actually have a tunnel that goes from my house over here. But when you build one of these, which is an iron farm, you need it, I think, at least 100 blocks from your nearest village. And since I have a village underneath my house, so this has to be over here. Oh, and here's my boat that I like to go exploring with. So I have a little... Yep, there's one of my tridents. Go away. All right, so here we are. And just basically just, instead of, building it all up with stone and whatnot, I just kind of make the actual collection area usually kind of even with the dirt, and then just use the area underneath to put the villagers in. And one of my original iron farms, I also made it into where you can, oh God, what do they call it? Basically where what I have underneath my house, where you can get your enchantments as well. But this way, when one thing about the archer, the Fletcher thing, they'll still work when it rains. So it just keeps the efficiency higher as long as they can still work with their Fletcher. Fletcher station, and then you just go down the stairs. Here's one collection area, although when it filled up I actually sent it more down. But here's underneath basically straight up is the kill chamber. And here's kind of all the leftover stuff I had from building. And go down one more. This I just set aside so I can actually just get rid of all those stupid flowers. So I just, man. get bone meal. Yeah. I don't know if the way I build it is the most efficient way, but it works. And basically, once I can actually now, because I have so much iron, I can just actually use the iron to then sell to the villagers to get, all the emeralds I need. Emeralds? Well, whatever they are. Then I can get the enchantments I need once I get decent armor. Once I start getting diamond armor. But one of these reasons I have like this area, because it's to stop the iron golems from spawning outside. And there's the kill chamber. And this just stops like turtles or other things from falling in, because turtles spawn over here. I also never had this problem before, but I also had to start doing this slabbing underneath here, because I was having iron golems spawn in the water. I didn't know that was actually possible. And then I have over here my breeding area for the turtles. I like turtles. And yeah, it looks like one guy I share the server with is trying to get more turtles. Let's see here. There we go. And when you breed in turtles, that's the thing you can get. The turtle shell helmet from these. Not much else you get. And you don't get these by killing them. You just have to be around when the baby turtle turns into adult. And you just collect them. And there's a turtle. Yep. And those are the ones that spawn naturally. Oh, wait. And here's the tunnel. I was actually... all this right here, I did because I ended up getting killed by something. And I couldn't exactly find where it was, so I basically just started doing a bunch of mining as fast as I could to find my equipment. I actually ended up lucky me being able to find it. And that's what all this came from. I was just trying to find the original area was at to get my equipment back that I so stupidly died and almost lost. because I have a tendency to branch mine and then get myself completely lost. See, and this is just the beginning of it. They're just, I basically have switched. There's multiple, I have multiple layers. All right, here, I basically, this is just basically a stairway down to the bottom of the world. But ugh. Basically, me just trying to get. I'm probably just trying to get as much coal and iron in the beginning. This is probably what most of this mining was for. Just coal and iron. And that goes down another level, and then this is where one of the giant caves are, and I think I have it opened up. Or not. Maybe I don't. I don't. Oh wait. Is there another opening? Yep. Well. Yeah, that's one of my, actually this is a bridge to another level of my mining. Hello there, little ocelot. I've pretty much explored that area down there. I've put so many torches down there. It also has a slime area where that spawn. Yeah, two different sides of it. I have a tendency, whether it be when I'm mining and I'm doing my branch mining or when I'm caving, I always have a tendency to get myself hopelessly lost. I have such a bad sense of direction. Really bad sense of direction when it comes to video games. I don't know why. Usually I don't get out and about, I don't get lost. But in video games, forget about it. Probably should. I'm gonna just do Minecraft tour. Probably should just switch over to my other server where all the good stuff is. Because when you pay for one of the realms through them, you actually get 3 servers that you can play around with. Although you can only really have 1 active at a time. Well, let's see here. So I showed everything here. So why don't we switch over to the other world? Basically, we've done one of the reasons why we switched over to the. Oops. Am I low? Yeah, I'm I meant the switch. One of the reasons why I started over is because we had basically done everything on the other server. Not quite everything, but mostly. And also didn't have the, because I actually don't like dropping equipment when I die. So I had that turned off. Basically, the reason why this other server is called Achievements is because, when you don't drop your equipment, it's considered a cheat, so you don't get achievements. So this really just became the Achievement server. And this is actually where most of our work has been done. And this is actually pretty much the original place I started playing in when I really started actually playing it seriously. So this is my very janky, poorly thought out castle. Because in the beginning, when I was building, I thought if I put up walls, I'll have a safe area where things won't spawn, but things kept spawning. So I just kept building. One of the reasons, this is over here, is basically a side of a mountain. So I kind of kept building up and up, trying to make it so like creepers and whatnot wouldn't spawn in there. And after a while, I finally figured out, what I actually needed was a bunch of torches to make the area safe. So, yeah, now it's all torched up and nothing spawns in here anymore. One of the things that used to bother me like crazy, because when I originally built this, and honestly, I overdid this because you don't need the water to look like this when you're building a garden, but I keep getting creepers to show up and they blow this place up. And of course, right underneath here is, my bunch of mining area. So whenever they'd blow up, I basically inside here would end up with a bunch of water from there coming down into here, flowing, so I'd always constantly have to fix it. But, yeah. And this is probably some of the worst branch mining I've ever done, because this is just, when I was first playing, I really didn't have much of a concept of, I still don't do a very good job of it, but a concept of how not to get lost. And I just kind of, and then a lot of the ways I did it, obviously, is just clear out entire areas. It says, boop. And one of the main things I did is I was starting mining in a bunch of different places. One of the things at one point I decided to do is get all my mines connected together. So now they're all connected together and they have like several different places where I can enter them. Let's see, maybe this isn't, but of course, half the time I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so this is an area. At one point, I had this area as my enchantment room, I've actually moved my enchantment room a few times. I use one of the other places I've had my enchantment room is in this tower. Which is really small. So I think I had it in this room or one of the other ones above. Yeah, this is like one of my first towers I built. Yeah, and one of the things I was doing when I was trying to make things safe for myself is I would just build towers and then expand the castle out to it. And as I built this, yeah, look at this. This was all to try to stop things from spawning and ending up inside my walls. None of this was necessary because I had the wrong idea how to keep safe. But yeah, so I have like, oh crap. So I have a bunch of different things that I did. Like, and I actually used to have them sectioned off, but when I finally figured out what I needed to do was basically torch everything. I basically started breaking down the walls that were in between everything so I could actually have one big giant area. And these waterfall is from me just, I don't know why I did it. I just decided to go to the top of the mountain and just put a bunch of water on top so it'd all flow down. I don't know. I thought it would be cool. Oh yeah. My room. Well, this is actually my old. This is when it comes to actually things, this is actually what I would say I would consider our old area. We don't actually hang out here that much anymore. Though it still has a lot of my stuff, obviously. And, yeah. One of the things I made, let's see, is it open? No, let's see here. Let's see if I can remember how I do this. I have not used this. Let's see. Okay. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. So, all right, so, and then to open it, basically I kind of stole the idea because I saw how, oh geez, what's her name from Hololive? She had kind of like a place like that opened up like that, and one of the ways she did it to open is like you'd throw. Where did I put it? I don't remember. I should have marked it. Anyway, there's somewhere around here where you... let's see here. There it is. Let's see here. There it should. There it is. Opened. And oh yeah, and I have that over there so that if it's because if you hit this right here, it'll close. So if you're in here, you just kind of put in there. There you go. And I never really finished this area. This is supposed to be like a lab area. So it's like supposed to be like an evil lair. So you have all this lava over here, and then you got your cages. There used to be a zombie village in here, and for some reason, it despawned. It despawned. And let me see. Okay, there is a cart. Is that the only cart? No, there's another one. There's a couple. And this train, cart, mining cart. This will take me to where I would get zombie villagers for testing, and then I'd use the cart to send them down there. And here it is. The guy who I share this server with, yeah, he really got into this stuff. He's basically almost completely ate away everything with that crap. It had to be, a lot of this stone has had to be replaced because of it. But yeah, there's inside here, there's a zombie spawner. And one of the things I do with it is you can actually, you stop it, you close this area off, because I have a way to make it so, like here, you just close it off there. You can get the zombies to get stuck in here, and then they'll start turning into drowned. I mean, you're not going to get any tridents out of it, but I think you can get other things out of it, like copper. And, I mean, this is almost like a secondary mob farm or XP farm. And we have it all set up where, well, actually, this place has kind of become also a bit of an afterthought because we don't really use it anymore. And they're used, so... and then you go through here. And here's my original iron farm. It's this is all cursed armor that we got from the end. Basically, oh yeah, and this is an egg collection area. So if you go down, there's that. And so now you can get all the fried chicken you want. Though that's not working right. So there, gotta do that. Because if you keep, oh geez. Come on, guys. So one thing about it, it will because I get so many eggs, it has a tendency to sometimes have that happen where that just fills up. They slip out and end up in the back area. But there. It's dealt with. Now I also have that little area is for pigs, because I have an area up there where you can quickly breed pigs, and then the piglets fall down into here, and then if you feel like it, there's the executioner sword, and you can turn them into pork chops when they grow up. Oh, damn. Excuse me. Is it not working right? Yeah, it's not working right again. Yeah, because you want it to, every time it shoots an egg, you want it to put out the lava, because if the lava stays out all the time, you sometimes just destroy the chicken completely and you don't get the tasty fried chicken. So that's why it does that. I think on the Java version, you don't have to do something stupid like that. You just keep the lava out all the time, and they just, when they grow up, they die, and you get cooked chicken. All right, so then up here, yeah, with this one, hey, there's a lot of running around chickens around here. One of the things I did here, and I haven't done it obviously yet on the other server, is I made a sorting system, so it automatically separates, at least in this one, it automatically separates the flours from the iron, so you automatically get bone meal right here when it's running. And this is where the bottom row for the iron. Not the best way of setting up the chest, but it worked. Back up here. And this is where the pigs are. Basically what you do, and that's one of the reasons why I love carrots here. You turn this on. I'll turn it on again. So you get them to go like that. You get the, well, the carrots are gone, but you get the carrots, and then you breed them until you can't breed them no more. All the baby pigs will fall through, and they end up at the bottom, and then when they grow up, you just kind of, slaughter them. And that's okay, so that's the zombie farm. And then over here, I have the potato plus wheat farm. This is the automatic potato cooker. It's not really automatic. Well, actually, it is because also, because what you do, go, there you go. And also had for a while, this was for cows, but the guy killed all my cows because he was saying it was causing the server to lag. I guess we had too many things in one area. But yeah, this is just the wheat farm. Basically, when it's grown up, all done, these are all a bunch of dispensers. So they dispense water, and the water pushes it down there. So I have one side wheat, one side potatoes. And there's the switches to clear them off. And then I have the chest here where you put the seeds and the poisoned potatoes. And if you jump on something, then you could just hit the hoe, get the hoe, and turn it back into farmland. So there's that. And then out through here. Yeah, so and that's this is what makes it kind of automatic. So basically you just have this area that constantly creates bamboo for it. And okay, so then there's the iron farm over here. I have that. Down here is where, well, I'll just go down there. Oop, oop, do. Okay, come on. Huh? What? Oh, there it is. I went the wrong way. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so That's one of the ones we have that we found. Doop doop. And one of the reasons why I have this area right here is because I didn't want to have to figure out my way through all the different branching mines I have, because like I said, I get lost in them. So yeah, pretty much everywhere underneath my feet is pretty much, in this area, is pretty much just Swiss cheese. It's all, if you dig down, you'll probably find a mine somewhere. And there's also my original XP farm. Much like Ame, I actually built it too low, although not quite as badly as she did. And that used to be, that's one of the guys over there. That was one of the guys that I share the server with. That was his creation originally. He had it, it was a Gateway computer. Was it Gateway? Or was it a Dell? I don't remember. Oh no, Alienware. And he, as a joke, he made it as a lava farm. I'm not sure what happened, but I think when he demolished one of his builds, I think some of his dynamite flew over here and destroyed this. I mean, I actually cleaned it up because there was like lava all over the place. And then, yeah, now it looks like this. I thought he was going to rebuild it, but he didn't. And then here's a village I made. Not a well-designed village, but, you know, I just did it for the hell of it, not because it was really all that useful. It actually started out as an area to, basically as a village breeder. And that's what this area was, basically. I've kind of taken out all the stuff out of here that made it so that, you know, that the babies would then move over to, because so the two main ones were in here, and then and then all the other beds were over here for when the babies came out. So then it basically was set up so that only the babies could cross over. So all the babies at night would cross over to go to bed, and then I'd just close it up so they couldn't pass back and forth. But now it's not a breeder anymore, and this is just kind of a zone away from the village. And when we would get raiders, we would actually do the raids around here or the iron farm. So that's why I got all this raid stuff. So all the illagers, we just use these. Yeah, my bees are all messed up. I think I have to start breeding bees. I think some of these are empty. Because I think some illagers got in here and a lot of the bees got killed. And yeah, this is just, and it has 2 levels. This is like kind of like the main dorm. And one of the things I had to do, because these damn guys would keep getting lost to their beds, I had to make it so that you can go from top to bottom on these, because they just would never get in the bed. And when I expanded it, now they still have problems because they can't seem to figure out their way to the dorms over here. Oh well, so now they just stay out all night, constantly changing beds because their pathing is stupid. But this is kind of like my secondary area where you can buy tools and buy enchantments and whatnot. It's not the main one. One of the main things I did here and in the other ones over here, because even though this isn't the main area anymore, this is still kind of the main area for the market. So despite this iron farm not really being used much anymore, we still go over here whenever we need any enchantments. Although we really don't need them anymore. All our gear should be completely enchanted. But yeah, here it is. Here, all of them. Everything's marked. Except for, well, all the enchantments are marked. Never did get around to marking where the tools and weapons and armor were, but they're usually pretty easy. I mean, any one of them. And the main thing you want to do, if you want to see how that one is, one of the things I did is since pretty much every villager in here was changed from a zombie villager, or I also changed them over in front of all the others. Basically, when you do that, they give you massive discounts. Although with this guy, I don't get really great discounts, but a lot of the others I do. No, it doesn't look like I really have it that great in this area, but oops. Yeah. It's especially good with ones that were actually, you could kind of tell which ones were originally zombies and which ones weren't. Because a lot of the original ones on this side and the other side, they weren't switched over. So they're a little more expensive because of it. If you switch over a zombie in front of them, you do get a discount, but it doesn't look like it's like, yeah, I'm getting the discount on this guy. And he's one of the original ones. But, you just have to kind of make sure they're within their vision when you swat and basically cure them. And then you get the discount. But let's see. Is there another place around here I was going to look at? I suppose I could go up to my original XP farm or mob farm. There's still a lot of the castle I haven't even gone through yet. Let's see here. All my horses and the donkey and blah blah. And eventually I moved my where is it? Okay, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I am. What am I? Okay, so. Huh. Okay, I know it was in the right spot. Did he move my enchantment? Where the enchantment stuff is? He must have. Because it was in there. Oh well. Anyway. This is actually if I invited someone to the server, this is where they would spawn in at. I just kind of built this for the spawn area. And here's a map. Here's the map of the area. This is where you're at. So here's my, where all the castle. Over here, you kind of see the beginnings of the blah, 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 iron farm. And then this way, over here, is the village. And of course, this is a livestock area. I always seem to build livestock areas. Looks like he killed all my pigs. And all but 2 of my cows. And of course he kept all the sheep because he likes building with wool. This was one of my original entrances. And obviously this was built later for when people would join the server. Alright, well, let's, this is the area where we go to the original mob farm. And then here is the elevator. Turn around, and there we go. This is what I was talking about. I never really took down the thing that I created on this one to stop it, basically so I can get the zombies. So that would be the area where I separated it from. Obviously, the chamber I had for it is gone now, but everything else is still here. And this was his original area where he would get his skulk, and looks like he really blew the shit out of it and kind of made it into a farm. And oop. Over here, this area originally I created. I didn't build this, he built this later, but this was kind of like, this was the cage. I put a villager over here thinking I could use it as a way to have the raid happen over here when I killed the illagers. The villagers, not the illagers. And it really didn't work out. And when I had it over here, it stopped spawning pillagers in there. So I ended up having to quit that. But this doesn't spawn the mobs as fast as it could because it's a little too low. But this is the basic design of the way I like to do it. See, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Since this isn't over water, it obviously doesn't have the thing for the for the drowned, but it's the basic design, and this is basic. This is what you do to turn off the falling mobs, and you turn back on, and there they are. And then underneath here, oh, I tore it out because I moved it to the new one. Okay. But this used to be my sorting area. That's why I have all these different levels underneath here. It was to do all the sorting, and only some of the chests are still here, so yeah, all the extra crap that was in there. Oh yeah, all of our I put way too many vines on here. It takes forever for these stupid vines to loan in. I tried actually getting rid of all of them. I obviously missed quite a few spots. And then they just grew back. Okay. Okay. I don't have this one as good as the other one, but this is what I was talking about. My main area, my main one, the main chamber has this. These are expensive to make, so actually it's easier just to use leaves. But in here, this is, even though you can see through this, it's actually dark enough in there to actually spawn mobs. And I used to have it filled, this area filled with water while I was trying to do this. When I was trying to get enough of the parts to make this. Because water will also work in place of that. But yeah, and this, and when I got rid of all the water, I basically filled it up with gravel and now have all this flint up here because of it. And let's see here. And this is the top area of the castle I built. There's where the the water I did put up here. I've actually cleared off the, let's see what there's a program you can use, like when the map stuff changes, you can actually clear your explored areas so that when you go through those areas again, it'll regenerate under the new mapping. And so that's why in a lot of ways, at least this area why a lot of this stuff will look a little weird. Because it actually is the original map that came in, and then I cleared out all the basically deleted a lot of chunks, and then the new chunks were put in when I came back in, and so like that's why a bunch of this mountain's just cut off. Yeah. Doop. This was I built this area when I was deciding, when I was moving on up to the top of the mountain. I was expanding, and so this was actually originally separate from what was at the bottom. So I had basically a new bedding area, the bed area down. Here's all my dogs I put up here. And of course I had to put in some more farms, and I killed my pigs and sheep, and and out here was like the wild west of all the bad guys. And here's the water underneath here, so. But down here, this was part of obviously I was mining all throughout this mountain, so this was an area this was a way to get down there so I can quickly get from top here down there. And I did not build this up there. Where the hell is the gate to get in there? Oh, there it is. But this is what he built, his lighthouse. Actually came out really well. This was probably one of the first things he built. This was like his first house. Yeah. The big map. And that's pretty much everything that's over here. That's and because a lot of his builds that he had over here he destroyed, except for, I think that's about it that he didn't. I put in this right here, the line, so we really didn't need it because we both have our elytras. We really don't use this stuff anymore, but like you see that over there where I'm pointing, that leads, actually that right there leads off to oh god, what are those things called? The fish farm, the ones that like the really dangerous fish. So why don't we go over there first? There's a village. He's kind of destroyed the village. I think he kind of used it for shit to build with. But yeah. I did not make this as a cart to easily move over there, but here we go. So, whoop, bam. Of course, underneath there's a monument. We got that. So, this is what you have to do to make it. Each one of these pillars that you see, that is a spawn zone for those fish. So when you build these pillars, you're blocking off the spawn area so that you can make it so they can only spawn in an area where you can do this. We called this the FU fish farm because originally without this you would have to use your sword, and if you kind of hit them too fast, they will shoot you. See? So that's the whole puckering up. Because if you didn't pay attention, they'd kill your butt. And I actually made a system of portals where you can use the nether to run through quicker. We have several ways to get where we're going. Yeah, and you get plenty of fish. And that's pretty much all this is for, is just to cook the fish and comes from this. So it's a good area for food. Here. Okay, so now, boop. All right. Now we're going to what is actually our main area now. And one of the reasons why I put this in was just basically a way to connect that to the main area, because it was almost like it was just sitting out here forgotten. So once I put this in, it kind of reinvigorated that area. It was like, oh, there it is. And here we are. Our main area, the city in the sky. The platforms and the staircase that goes all the way down to the seafloor. Well, not the seafloor, but the sea. Pyramid, frozen castle. Really nothing to the pyramid. Really even nothing to that either. It's just come in here. Here's the crypt. I put a bed in there so you can sleep in it. And it's just basically it's just a tower with branching out areas. It doesn't really have much of an observation area, but here is the iron farm that I built here. I did not put the sorting here, so it doesn't have the, oh, yeah, those still here. And because it's over water, every once in a while we'll get ink sacs in here with the iron, because we'll get squid spawning in the kill area. There's the kill. That. Yeah, I kept this one really simple. We got a bunch of these in here. I don't know why he built a bunch of those over here. Just, I guess he likes to explore, and so he ended up with a bunch of those. And yeah, this is his storage house. I guess he has a llama in here. Boop. Yeah, and there's all our the platform after platform. And another one. And yeah. Yeah, needless to say, we'll never run out of these. These are just filled with a crap ton of building material. This is just general stuff, so here's a bunch of coal, deep slates. Here, put this one here. I wonder why a torch is in there. I'll take that. Redstone. Yeah, as soon as the cherry trees were added, he went out and explored and planted a crap ton over here of those. And here is the sorting area for the XP farm. So rod flash. I end up just emptying this out and just tossing it over the side often. And it's like, oh yeah, here's gunpowder. No, that's not too bad. Usually he takes it all. And potatoes, looks like they got made. This is good for if you want to make some weakness poisons. And arrows. Never gonna run. And plenty of good thing that you probably should have, if you're running to store this, definitely turn them into bone block, because then you can turn it back into bone meal. And yeah, this is where you can use the bone meal when you need paper to make fireworks. Bottles, redstone, iron, sugar, which you can use to help make, well, you can get sugar over there, but you can also grab it here to, obviously you may make the weakness potions. Because you have, and copper. This is like, kind of like the unstackable stuff that you have to clean out every once in a while. And this is where we break down the armor into its components using the arrows to do it. And of course, this is magic. Trident. And I originally tried making fish farms up here, but the only thing they would get is squids to spawn in there. Not really sure why. For some reason, just the fish farms that I originally made stopped working. So I'll go down and show you what I built later. But yeah. And this started out as one of my fish farms, and then we turned it into a giant aquarium. And here's another nether portal. This was our original building where we both had our beds in. First building after I built the and this is the fully completed version of the XP farm that I started in the other server. It has everything. See, these are all the tridents, and all of these were repaired by other tridents. So yeah, you get, if you use it, you get plenty of tridents. Getting a trident is a piece of cake like this. All right. What else do I want to look at over here? Oh, we can look at... I don't know why he built that. And this I made because I didn't want to... This is a stone creator. Let's see here. Basically, this is because so I wouldn't have to go down and mine. I could just do it here, and then look, stone. And then I could just, and this is pretty much what built this thing right here. Built most of this because I wouldn't have to leave to go mine elsewhere. And over here, this is the turtle area. And this is the one he built. I built the other one on the other server. This one's much nicer, but oh well. I was just using an existing pond, whereas, everything we have up here I built the pond here. But he put the nice mangrove in here and all the sand over there. And okay. And I have it set up so you can fish. Here's your fishing rod. It's nice and enchanted, so it'll give you the best stuff you can get. And it looks like this is one of the books we got out of here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like this was just a beginning of something. Oh, one of the... I can't remember. Where you put the beacon on top. never did get finished. And no, it was finished. It was moved over here. Okay, so this is his castle. This was built for, because he needed a crap ton of copper. But here's his living area. I'm pretty sure this is my enchantment table, along with because mine seems to be missing now. He must have moved mine up here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice. He actually did a good job on this. He's a much better designer and builder than I am. Has much better taste than me, or at least skill when it comes to design. When I build things, it's very Spartan. His is much more aesthetic. I really don't like his stairs, though. I don't like those type of stairs. There's... I think that... does that still... Yeah, there it is. Japan. And this is another one of the tree farms. This one doesn't actually do fish, so it's strictly just a tree farm. And this is my castle that I built. Basically, it's a star shape. I should say it's more like a fortress. And then it has a center tower. And at each one of the corner stars has a tower, a shorter tower. My bed, and all the chests, and bam. Like I said, I keep it Spartan. This is basically, if I'm not using ladder, it's got to be a scaffold to get in between and everything. Obviously, I've not designed any of the rooms. Haven't done anything with them. It's just, they're all empty. And there's what he needed all that copper for. It came out really nice. And there is the farm I built. And it's staffed. And as you can see, that collects everything. Go. There we are. And there are the villagers. This is like 4 different farms, and each one has 2 villagers in it. And there we are. This is his honey farm. And this is more of a manual farm that if you needed something specific, you can just do it here. Damn it. And just because of the way things came out, I just kind of made this little area here. I put a door on it because the bees kept flying underneath here and getting caught. So it's like, well, might as well just make it into a room. No, the bees don't get caught down there. And yeah, this is just like the other manual that's on the other side. You just, here's the, just once you're ready to be harvested, just flip the switch and the water pushes it down. And so I should say it's actually only 3 farms, not 4. It's 4 areas, but one's the manual and the rest are the villagers. So there's 6 villagers, each one with its own little area. So that's wheat, and that's carrots, and that's potatoes. And we have, so pretty much we have more of that crap than we really even need. And this is the nice glassed area where you can just look down. And here's the collection area. This is for the manual. This, obviously the wheat, bone meal, seeds. And here is the potatoes. Everything's so backed up in the potatoes. Actually, no, I actually did kind of try to clear a lot of them out, so, but even then. This, when I originally, this is what I did the first time. This was such a waste of redstone to do this. So I changed it over to this. This was just to power the rails. So to keep the carts moving, but yeah, that was such a waste. Yeah, I did it on both sides too. So when I did the other side, it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. This is cheaper. But it also means if somebody wants to be a butthead, they can just turn off one of the switches and stop collection altogether. But yeah, here's all the carrots. Looks like somebody decided to collect a lot of the carrots. Yeah, this is one of my shulker box, not skulker box. But yeah, like the one on the other side, I set this up to help with the potatoes. That's why you saw some buckets of, let's see here. Yeah, there's still some buckets in there. Yeah, there, no buckets of lava, just so, because I was clearing out a bunch of potatoes. But like the other area, I have this set up. I expanded it recently. Actually, not recently, it's a while back, so that it would be really long to make sure I maximized everything. One thing, if you use it as mud, if you turn that to mud, you won't have to. Your hopper can be underneath it and collect directly, whereas you can't just put a hopper underneath dirt. So, yeah, mud. Make that mud, and you don't need to do one of these, collection mining carts. Just do a row of hoppers, and works a lot better. And it doesn't cause any performance issues, whereas I guess mining carts moving all the time do. And let's see here. Let's go over. Bees. Oh yeah, there's. I think he put pretty much every beacon on this one. And there's his upside down pyramid, which is really even not set up so where you can actually go to it, at least not without an elytra. And really, it's not something is made for, living in. And then we go over here. Let's this, when you get a pillager and you get the raid status on you, and you actually want to do it, this is where you bring yourself. There's the villager. So you come in here and this will start the raid. So you can come in here and they'll spawn all around you. Yeah, when you do it, definitely, if you do something like this, obviously, we haven't actually made a raid farm, but since we get pillagers showing up in the spawn, with the mob farm, we can pretty much get a raid anytime we want. You just be a little patient. Eventually get one, and then you just run over here. It's clearly not as efficient as a raid farm, but I don't think we have ever really needed a full-on raid farm, because everything we have, we get plenty of. We don't need the enchantments they drop. We don't really need the emeralds they drop. And definitely don't need the saddles. And there's all the cactuses. Look at that. I made that. That's cool, right? Let's see here. And is there anything else I wanted to show you in this area? I suppose I can go up here. So this is the farm for the drowned. So that's what that looks like. It's just basically water that pushes him down the hole, and then he gets basically, and then they're pushed over into the here. Same with all the other ones. Eventually I'm gonna do the roof more like this. So, yeah, I've kind of did these a couple different ways. So this is one of the side ones that, so this is where I had that one I showed. This is what I did with it originally. Fill it up with, several layers of water. But with this, I just like, screw it. I'll also put leaves above it. And that makes the mobs spawn faster. And Ugh, excuse me. Yeah, the only thing is like, I can only really do that for these. If I want to get a little more spawning, the only ones I can really do that to is this one and this one. Obviously, because this one is beneath the drowned farm. Oh, he put his Ender Dragon egg on top of his castle. I did not notice that. Let's see here. And there. Okay. No, I just keep hurting myself. And this is... I guess this is supposed to be a balloon of some sort. See, and this is what I was talking about, the fish farm. This was supposed to be a fish farm, but all it gets is squid. And they're still... And then this is my lighthouse. The lighthouse actually, it does a light. That light spins when it turns dark. It's made with nether brick. And these are supposed to be docks. I was intending to one day make a boat out here and build a boat out here, but never did. And doop, 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 doop. And this is the fish farm. Problem is, I built two. Only one of them worked now because I think it's this one that doesn't work now. It's because it's directly underneath that now. When it was originally built, it wasn't underneath that. But now that it is, it doesn't work. This one still has a straight shot to the sky. So this one still works. They don't work great, but if you really want, It has still give fish. Although this is, I wouldn't build. Would I build these again? This again? No. I mean, if you really wanted fish, I think there's probably better ways. You don't really get a lot of fish. And I think, honestly, if you want food, you're probably better off with the chicken cooker that I showed you. Let's see here. Why am I... Huh? Something's going on. I can't move. What the hell? My controller stopped working. Okay, let's try that. Interesting. Well, let's plug it back in and see if I can get it to work. That is so weird. Why is my controller no longer working? Ugh. Well, crap. I don't have... I can't. Maybe I should reboot my game. Because I really can't play with a touchpad. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to try rebooting this. We'll see if I can. Okay. Exit Minecraft. Okay, so let's bring it back up. There we go. Interesting. All right. I have built pretty much any of the farms in here. I built. It's some of these were a pain in the ass. If it's a nice looking structure, it was him. If it's a farm, it was me. Oop, oop, oop. or things like that. It was me. I think the only one he built was to his mushroom palace or thing he built. Let me see, where am I going? Abandoned mine. No, we're not going there. Da, 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 da. End portal. I'll do that in a bit. Let's. Hopefully I'm going to the right area. Bloop. I got a new recipe unlocked? Okay. Awesome. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Oh, well, I'm gonna... Those assholes. They weren't there a second ago. Let's see here. There we go. It's just bam. We'll do the. I have a. What is it called? What's the farm called? I don't remember. Anyway. Wither Farm. Wither Skull Farm. And this is where that's what I'm doing. There's actually, I have 2 farms. I think I have 2 farms over there. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, it's 2. One is the Wither Skull, and the other is the. Oh God, what that rod you need to make the brewing stand, and to actually use it. I died so many times building these farms over here. I don't know how anybody, if they were playing hardcore Minecraft, would be able to make these farms and be able to continue their game. And there's another one. Blaze Farm. There it is. Okay. Yep. Jeez. It is a long way off. Alright, so Blaze Farm is an interesting farm. Basically, you have to build it in such a way that the blaze will come down naturally into the kill chamber. And then you want the blaze rods. And then right outside, I did, oh man, this was a pain. I slabbed all of this just to make sure things did not spawn. And things, that piglin bastard. And so the withers, they spawn up there. Darn it all. And then they're supposed to fall down here. God damn it. Return on that. Then we do. You come over here. And you just kind of stay down over here. And just let it do its thing. Oops. There we go. No, maybe not here. Let's see here. I mean, if that's just so you can really AFK and be safe, but if you can just kind of do it anywhere, just as long as you're far enough away that the withers will still spawn. For some reason, that one just doesn't want to fall. Anyway, that's these farms. And the wither skull is how you get the wither. Obviously, if you've seen it. And looks like we don't have any skulls over here. Plenty of coal and gold. But honestly, we really don't probably need to come over here that often for wither skulls, is because I have a ton of them over there, over by his place, put on poles. So there is plenty. We have plenty of wither skulls. So I'm not really going to worry about that. And I'm gonna get back to the main area quickly. This is, when you don't lose your equipment, this is a fast way to get back to certain areas. Well, just go like this. Wait a minute. Holy shit. I'm dropping my stuff now? Well, that's lame. I just lost everything. Oh my god, when did the settings change? Oh well, I'll just have to... Oh shit. Oh well. That is lame. I'll just do a backup. Let's check the last farm out. Well, there's 2 farms. Just try not to get killed. Okay, in portal. All right, so there we go. Here's the in portal. Let me set up some chests in here, but really not much in there. And to do, if I remember how to get there. I think I went to the wrong area. Yeah. Went the wrong way. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so. Alright, so it's supposed to be this way. Do I go? I think I go this way. I haven't been here for a while because I haven't played this. It's on this server in quite a while. There it is. So this, okay. Here's another farm. It's the Enderman farm. And there they are. So you can get these. And once again, he's filled an area full of skulk. But yeah, so there's that. All right, and let's see here. There we go, and all right, so I actually, now if I can find it. Shit. There should be. Huh? Okay. There it is. I found the path. Okay. Yeah, I created a path so you can easily get to the next farm. It also makes it easier when you have the elytra. You could just follow the bridges. Swoop. And then go through here. Ah, stupid Enderman. Gotta keep my head down. Whoop. Maybe if I start playing on this server again, I'll put in tracks and you can just take a minecart over and not have to think. Yeah, this is the shulker farm I built that I'm making my way to, and one of the reasons why it's so far out here is because, well, you have to get to one of the boats. Well, not necessarily the boats, or at least one of the areas where the buildings are, where the shulker are. And hopefully I don't starve before I get there. Wee. Hurry up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do. And, oh my. Wow, I forgot it was this far out there. But then again, I'd usually just fly, and it doesn't take this long. Stupid. When did the setting change? There it is. It's there. I tell you what, this was another one that was a pain in the butt to make. The hardest part was getting the shulker where they needed to be. But I made 2 different farms for it. And you can kind of see how they work from here. Hopefully these farms didn't break with any updates. It doesn't look like it. There we go. Yeah, it looks like they're fine. The shelter. Okay, so, and there's an elytra. So, yeah, when you go over here, that's one of the things you had to do, is when you kind of load up a shulker inside of either a mining cart or a boat, and then you bring it over here. And you had to do it in such a way to make sure that there was no way that to make this work, it cannot have a place to teleport. So therefore, everything has to be made of glass, and anything that isn't made of glass has to be made so it can't teleport to it. So like all these buttons, all this, so yeah. And so basically what happens is they're basically killing themselves. They shoot their shot, and it bounces back at themselves, and it kills them. And since that causes them to automatically respawn, so you keep just getting more and more shulker. I mean, it's not a super efficient one because you don't get them. I mean, if you've ever actually killed shulkers, you don't get a shulker shell every time one dies. So you just, basically you're just sitting here waiting. It's just kind of a numbers game. They just keep killing themselves, and eventually you get more you get shells. But yeah, these tracks are here because that's how I use the the mine carts to get them over here. And there we are. Yeah, we clearly have plenty of shells, so plenty of shulkers. There. Got one. It went from 34 to 35. So it's really slow. 36. But they kill each other so fast. I mean, it's one of the reasons why you want multiple of these. But they're really so difficult to get the shulker to where you need. And if you make a mistake and you just... It's pain. It is real. It is a pain. But but once you get it done, it's actually worth it because of all the shulker boxes you can create with it. And water. And yeah, the reason why you do the snowman, they throw snowballs at them, which instigates them to fire. But their shot can't go through the wind, go through the water. Anyway, so yep, that's all of them. That is everything, and like I said, I don't know if I'd want to build another one of these again. I mean, I'll probably have to end up building another one if we get that far on the other server. But, oh God, yeah. It is a pain. But it's worth it. Anyway, so that is it. So that is the tour of my Minecraft server. I guess, that was interesting. It was something to do, and I like showing off my Minecraft server, so why not? That was fun. And so I guess we're going to call it here for tonight, since we really don't have anything to do, and it's getting a little late. So, well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I will see you next time. Good night or good day, wherever you are, and see you next time. Bye.